Christmas City of the North Parade was just the kickoff of all the holiday festivities that Duluth has to offer. Starting tonight, Bentleyville, the famous walk-through light display at Bayfront Festival Park, is open. After weeks of preparation, Northern News Now's Cara Kopp visited with people who are ready to get in the holiday spirit.
It's the night that everyone has been looking forward to.
This is just not something I can miss, and especially today being the opening ceremony and the lighting ceremony.
Bentleyville Tour of Lights has officially reopened for the season, bringing in seasoned visitors and new visitors like Zaid Samami as well. Despite it being his first time coming to Bentleyville, he can't wait to come back.
Just coming out here, came out with a lot of expectations, and it definitely was much more than I expected in a good way.
Santa Claus himself kicked off the festivities by flying through the air in a helicopter into Bayfront, making his trip from the North Pole to visit with the boys and girls of the Northland.
Seeing everybody out here, just, everybody getting into the Christmas spirit and everybody coming together, it's a great sight to see.
Large crowds formed to see the display of 5 million lights shine bright for another year. Families like the R&Rs in Duluth say that they want to make this a yearly tradition.
It's just a special thing to do as a family, to come and be festive.
The R&Rs say that coming to Bentleyville is more than enjoying the lights and a 128-foot tree, but also a time for their family to get excited for Christmas. For them, it's a visit worth facing the cold.
It's a really cool thing for Duluth to do because it's such a cold environment in the winter, but it's something that brings people out to just be together and celebrate together even in the cold.
In Duluth, Cara Kopp, Northern News Now.
Bentleyville Tour of Lights is now open through December 26th from 5 to 9 p.m. For more information on Bentleyville festivities, you can visit the link on our website, northernnewsnow.com.